What's good, family? It's your boy Woke, back with another video today. We're about to do part 2 of the closer look on punches. Y'all love part 1, check out the defensive one. Part 2 on punches I had to do because I saw a lot of the comments like, Woke man, it's still a lot you need to talk about with the punches. I'm like, hey, I got you. So this is that. Before we get started today, like, comment, and subscribe. Hey y'all, my goal before early access was 500 subscribers. I'm on the verge of getting 600 before it. Let's run it up. I appreciate the support. Let's work. So the first thing I want to talk about as far as the punches go in this video is we need the ability to be able to punch while we slip. Many people call it a split jab or just throwing punches while you're slipping. You don't have to only throw jabs or crosses, by the way. You can throw hooks off of slips. You can throw uppercuts off slips. It's a lot you can do off slips or just head movement that can aim the head. Even if you're getting low, you can still go up top. Right now, we don't have that ability in Undisputed. I feel as though it can be added with just a few simple tweaks. If you see my previous video about defense, I mentioned how left trigger obviously should control slipping. It should not be an L3 click or nothing like that. And in my opinion right now, LB, since it's already a body modifier, since you have to dip low, they already have the animation where you get your head off center line, throwing that body jab, right? How about instead of this LB, X and Y for the body jab and cross, what if we do LB and double tap that button to make it go up top? So it's still the same animation to get low, but also once you double tap, it redirects it to the head. In my opinion, that would be a really good solution for this. In addition, I would love this also if we maybe do this with the body work and just get creative with it, man. Because right now, if you want to stand in front of your opponent, you don't really have the options to really just, I guess, pot shot, stand there, work your head, and then just throw punches with your head off center line. A lot of people like doing that. You know, a lot of people just don't want to throw punches with their head on center line, right? We need that ability. Hate to say it, guys. You could do that in Fight Night Champion. I know, I'm sorry. Don't kill the messenger. If they could do it then, we for sure can do it now. We need the ability to be able to throw punches while lunging. And I'm not saying directional punches. Directional punches in the game are amazing. More so, I know Joe Frazier currently has the ability to jump in with that big left hook that he always used, that he dropped Muhammad Ali with. That looks amazing. Playing the betas, I did not see other people having that ability. Everybody else was just pretty directional or stepping related, which is fine, but I feel as though watching like Arturo Gatti fight Mickey Ward, he was really explosive. A lot of fighters are a little more explosive than they are currently in game, and I feel as though we need that explosion to cover that ground, right? If we want to throw a power hook, obviously you want to throw it in place. My first video mentioned the power hooks are really long and slow, right? A power hook's supposed to be explosive. If you're not right there, how about if you push it forward, you can go reach the guy and kind of explode. Leave yourself open to a little damage. But it would be nice to have. One thing I will say that I don't know if it's a necessarily good or a bad thing, because it's somewhat possible to do, but I really want a dedicated button to throw an overhand or a shovel hook. Personally, I think overhand punches or punches onto themselves, and I feel as though we need a dedicated button for that. Right now we only have 3 punches technically that go to the head: the jab, straight, hooks, and your uppercuts, right? Well, I think we should definitely have overhands and maybe like a shovel hook, right? The difference between an uppercut and a hook. So we have 5 punches. The more the merrier, the more the variety. I know you can somewhat throw an overhand if you angle your body a certain way with the cross and things like that, but it's not dedicated overhand. You won't get that all the time. Let's give the people the ability to throw a dedicated overhand, because hey, an overhand shot sometimes can help you out or set you up to get KO'd. The more options, the better. One thing I saw that kind of had me scratch my head a little bit, when we were throwing punches, right, when you were doing the weave, when you were doing that left trigger motion, doing your weaving and all that kind of stuff, and when you got low, I noticed once it was time to throw punches, For one, obviously we couldn't throw him to the head. I already mentioned that. But we also seemed like we had to return to center to throw him to the body. Guys, let me know, did you all experience that as well? Because I feel as though it was kind of a quick animation. So you're low, but instead of staying low, you come back up and then throw it to the body. I feel as though we need contextual punches where, hey, I can be anywhere in the weave and it's still gonna go from that angle that I am to hit that point. I don't want to have to return to center and throw it. I mean, I think that's kind of basic, which all games should have. I think it was a little bit of it, but I know in a lot of positions I tried before the beta closed out and I made my first video about the review. It was a good amount of positions you could do where you simply could not go straight to the body, let alone go to the head, based off the movement and where you were contextually as a person or a character in the game. I mean, that needs to be cleaned up. Let's have it where, hey, if that means more animations, man. Let's get it done, man. The fans deserve it. I know I'm looking forward to it. We need the ability to have a better feint system. Right now, canceling punches looks really clunky and robotic. It doesn't necessarily look that good to me. Feints, those aren't real feints. Like your body tensing up and spasming. That's not how a feint looks. I would love if we can have like dedicated feints where we could they could be smooth, right? Fighters set up their shots. They take a lot of time to get the punches that they want, tricking their opponents, throwing their rhythm off. Right now, those punch cancellations are not real feints. They're not trying to trick you. It just looks like the game is glitching or something right now. Get some dedicated feints in the game, man. I would truly love that. Also too, I mentioned earlier in regards to the overhand and their hooker cut, or I guess the shovel hook, primarily that's just throwing punches from different angles, another angle to hit a guy. One thing and a game that I'm about to probably love, Bloody Knuckles Street Boxing. He has it where if you throw a jab and you hit left trigger, once you've already hit jab, it lowers the punch. So you throw a jab, if you hit the left trigger, it goes lower. Just naturally. Like if you throw a hook and you hit it, it goes lower. So if a guy is moving his head and he's real low and stuff like that, guess what? You can actually still catch him. I mean, that blew my mind. I didn't even think about that. But it's like, the reason I'm making these videos, y'all, if a brother in his own home can create a game with power shots that look like power shots, that are still quick and fast, that has parrying, that has pivots, that has catching, that has different guard manipulations, that has proper slipping techniques, and Bloody Knuckles, why can't we have that in Undisputed? Why does Fight Night Champion have a lot of these things? Even if they didn't implement it fully correctly and then it became arcadey, they still had it, the look of it, right? How come we can't do that in this game? Why limit this game? We got devs that are amazing. We have smart people. I know Rax can do it. I know Varus and them. They ain't up in there eating donuts all day. They can do this. And that's why I'm holding their feet to the fire, because I know they can. I know they probably want to, and I'm sure they watch the sport of boxing. They know that, hey, it's still some more work we can do in this game. So y'all, I appreciate it. I'm really hopeful that we get these things added into the game. I'm saying before the full game drops, man. Fix these things before that, because we think about it right now, we can't truly take full advantage of all that a boxer person that we use if we don't have the ability to do certain things. Imagine you got a guy with the Philly shell, for instance. I know this is about punches, slight rant, but what's the point of the Philly shell if you can't do a shoulder roll? What's the point of long guard if you can't catch? What's the point of having a super fast fighter with amazing combinations if when your last punch is a power shot, they slow your punch down and make it throw it from your ankles? I mean, it doesn't make sense to me. So we can get these things fixed. It's not nitpicking, it's not nagging. You hold your devs accountable, you get good results. Don't be like the EA game changers and keep your mouth shut and be this happy you're getting the game. No, hold them accountable, man. They taking your money, so they have an expectation to give you what you want. If it was free, that'd be different. But it's not free. You worked your butt off for your money, so you deserve to have your voice heard. It's time. Every Wednesday from here on out, Woke Wednesdays. Me versus Sub live. Best 2 out of 3 matches. I want all the smoke. Bring your controller. All the noise you've been talking. Bring your controller. Bring your girlfriends. Bring your wives, your fiancés to see you get whooped on camera so they can be there to wipe your nose after you catch your L. I want all the smoke. I appreciate y'all. Just be ready come Wednesday, February 1st, Black History Month, Woke Wednesday. It's going down. Like, comment, and subscribe for your boy. Show some love. Appreciate y'all, family. Shalom. Salute.